Could a smoke detector going off be a sign from your loved one in spirit? Listen to this story. About a month ago, my brother, who isn't really into what I do, but we talk about it a little bit. And he agrees with some things and he laughs about other things. So about a month ago, he comes to me and he tells me this woman who he knows calls him up and says all her smoke alarms went off in the middle of the night. So he goes over there and changes all the batteries. A day or so later, she calls back and she says, they did it again. So he says, all right, I'll take all of my smoke detectors, which are brand new in my house, and he puts them in her house, brand new smoke detectors. A day or so later, she calls him again. They went off again. So he goes over there again and is talking to her, and she mentioned something that her husband crossed a few months ago, and that the smoke detectors always go off at the same exact time. So he tells me this, and I'm like, it's definitely her husband. And he says, I think she thinks it's something, but I don't think she thinks it's her husband. So I said, okay. So now we're jumped to a couple days ago, and my smoke alarm in my hallway goes off. So my brother is my landlord, so I call him up and I said, smoke alarm just went off, change the battery. He said, yeah, I'll stay on the phone with you, because I had to go up the ladder. So I changed the smoke alarm, changed the battery, it's fine. Everything's good now, it's fixed. And then he says to me, my smoke alarm went off in the middle of the night the other day. I said, when the other day? He said, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I said, you didn't tell me. He said, no, I didn't tell you anything of it, but I'm thinking, was that something for me? Was that a reminder? Was that, because it only went off that one time, waked me up out of a sound sleep, and then that was it. So I said, so you're saying about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago? He said, yeah, about. I said, do you know when Mom passed? And he said, when? I said, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Mom,